unconditional love.
Unconditional love. What does that really mean, baby?
Unconditional love to me meaning regardless of what's going on with that person, no matter what's wrong with them, you still love them regardless of what.
Right,
there is no limits.
Just say if you lost your job, would you leave your man then?
No.
Yeah, well, that's what we're getting ready to talk about from these questions that we receive.
Unconditional love, no matter what, regardless of what, you're still with that person. There is no hang-ups, none of those things. So that's what we're talking about today, unconditional love. And keep in mind, we keep all of our social media
questions
anonymous because we know that people, have their way of just,
Yeah, they get upset with you.
Yeah. So we keep everything anonymous. Thank you all for joining us. How are you doing, Bree?
What's going on, Bree?
So the first question is for my social media, and is I went to college. Hold on, let me go back.
Do it. Listen, you gotta put that drink.
Okay, here we go. So I sent my wife back to college to get her doctor's degree. Soon as she graduated and started her new position, she asked for a divorce because she said I didn't fit in her new lifestyle as a customer rep. What should I do?
Wow.
Hey, Miss Walker, thank you for joining us.
She actually told her
husband that, he sent her off to college to finish her schooling and get her degree, and now she got her degree and she got her new position as a doctor. Now she's saying that her current husband don't fit into her lifestyle because he's a customer service rep. What kind of stuff is that?
I'm mad. I'm upset with it. Yeah. I'm upset.
That's horrible. That's I don't know. I mean, some people got a nerve.
Yeah, that's really, she's just not grateful.
No.
Just selfish, really. If he sent you to college.
I know that's right. Dump her ass and get some alimony because this man has stood beside her. He done gave her everything. That's a good one, Miss Walker.
Get that alimony, for real. That, I know he feel bad because I feel bad. I feel hurt.
That's messed up. I mean, he sacrificed his life going up, making extra money to get things that she wanted, and now she in return she think his lifestyle don't fit into hers so she thinks she's better than him.
Yeah.
And she couldn't finish law school. She couldn't finish being a doctor without his help, giving her the money and making sure she finished school.
And college is not cheap.
No, it's not. So when she finished, she went and turned her back on him.
Well,
I thought that's horrible.
Wow, that's. What would you do if I did you like that, or if you did that to me?
First of all, that's not even in my blood.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to put myself. And when these questions come in, I try to put myself in the person, especially the male shoes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. Oh man. Listen, dude, sir.
I just think.
Just let her go. Because obviously it wasn't love.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Next time, leave your name so I can call her.
You've been there for her from day one. You helped her out. You helped her get through college. She got her job. Now she's looking at you sideways because what you do currently now, and this is how you put her to finish school.
She done became.
This is how she finished school.
She done became uppity. That's all.
She ain't finished school on her own. Ain't like she had some kind of what you call those things, student loan or anything like that.
Yeah.
No. Not was it 9/11?
Post 9/11.
Post 9/11. Military school. I mean, she just went ahead and just said, "Forget you. You're not part of what I'm looking for."
I got to give it to her. She is brave because
she gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Help us out on that one. What would you do if that happened to you? The people
you don't put somebody through law school,
that's hard
or even any kind of school, rather whatever it is, and then they think they're better than you, so they want to turn their back on you.
Nothing's good gonna come back to her.
Well, she better hope she have a job because if she will be paying alimony, she gonna need that degree and everything else to pay money back to him.
Wow, that's hurtful.
That's messed up. It really is. So next question is, my boyfriend hasn't had a steady job since we've been in our 3-year relationship, and I was the sole provider. Now that he started a great paying job, he's been sleeping on the couch and very distant. Any suggestion on what I should do? If he's sleeping on a couch and he's being distant, that means he got something that I don't know. He doing something he got business
Well,
doing.
he may have to
He
get
may
up
don't
early.
want to oversleep.
Well, he may not. Yeah, that's true. He may not want to disturb your sleep. You don't want to take him sleeping on the couch as if.
Because that could mean anything.
He's acting funny.
Because I know, like,
because you may snore later.
My husband, if he's sleeping, I don't watch TV, so I won't disturb him. I'll come in the living room and I'll watch TV while he sleeps.
Yeah. So
that don't mean that. But if he's doing it all the time and you see a steady pattern of him just
and carrying his phone with him, sleeping with the phone on, and being very protective of his phone, he's sleeping on the couch like you said.
Well, if he's protective of the phone, I mean, I have my phone with me, but that doesn't mean that you're doing anything.
Well,
you can just be looking at stuff. I mean, everywhere we go, we have our phone with us.
Yeah, it is mobile. I always have to tell you. Take your phone with you.
Again, that could not mean anything, but
he's acting funny.
But she knows the difference. Yeah, she knows the difference. She knows his pattern. She knows how he's been communicating with her, so she knows that there's a difference in their communication.
And what does she mean acting funny? He's distant, quiet. I don't mean that he's.
Well, he might just be standoffish. You know, like some people probably start acting funny. He might be that person start acting funny towards her, and she's trying to figure out what is it reason why he's acting so funny towards her. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I'm listening, but
thank you guys for joining us. I see you, Cousin Nikki.
But yeah, that's just that don't mean that he has something out there. He just may be putting all 100% into his job. You know, he don't want to oversleep. Because sometimes, sometimes when me and you go to bed, and when we get into our session, I'm always late for work. So he may be a little.
They may not be doing a session. She didn't mention that they're doing a session. She just said
I'm telling them my experience.
Okay, well, we know.
I always have to get you to wake me up.
We know that he's sleeping on the couch.
But yeah.
And it's some kind of a distance thing that have been developed, and she's feeling some type of way, and I don't blame her.
Well, most women do have that gift of that
intuition
gut feeling.
That's why we
intuition
are
that something's going on. If she's feeling it, it may be, but sometimes you may be overreacting. So just give him a couple more days. Or if he's sleeping on the couch if he's sleeping on the couch on a Friday, and he don't have to work on a Saturday, something is wrong. So
most definitely.
Sit down and talk to him, ask him, hey, buddy. What's going on? Why you won't sleep in the bed? Or why you acting so funny?
Mr. Washington said that if he's being protective over his phone, there's an issue. Well, I think that's only a male perspective speaking. Because women, we could have our phone with us, but I don't mean that. Well, I know I have my phone with me because I'm handling business. And that's what me and my husband do. So I wouldn't take that way because we're not, I'm not that way, so I'm not expecting somebody else to be that way. But if you're holding your phone hostage and you gotta put your ear separate away, even if you go to the bathroom and
you take your phone to the bathroom all the time.
Well, you do too, but that don't mean anything. I'm talking about if you're going. I don't take it with me all the time. I have her sitting down a lot. And you tell me you just got finished saying that I don't have it with me. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about like you go down to the swimming pool and I say, hey, take your phone with you. It's mobile.
So again, it does not matter because I'm leaving my phone around.
You better watch your tone, Hydie.
Again, I'm leaving my phone around, so it does not matter. I'm speaking of this person right here. So it doesn't really matter if.
Well, lady, give us the details on that. What do you mean by acting funny? Is he?
Because that could mean anything. That's
calling
like
you out of your name.
That's like a
your name is Lisa, and he calling you Trisha. Now you know something's going on. So you don't want to take that he's messing around or.
You don't want to take it personal.
Right.
So my suggestion is just to be on a safe side for you. Just talk to him.
That's it.
Don't assume right now.
Communication is the key. Yeah.
Don't assume right now. Find out what's wrong.
That's
Again,
true.
Today's topic is unconditional love. We have some unconditional love stories from certain people that have written in stating that their spouse or their significant other is, treating them some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Someone sent one in. I didn't get a chance to put it down. They're talking about how their significant other is nasty.
Yeah.
They don't like to,
take a shower.
They
come straight home from work.
They just get in the bed. So you already know they're not washing. They just going straight in the bed. So again, these people aren't being clean. And you want your significant others to love you no matter what, right? But give that push, that start of the conversation. Let them know that.
But why would you have to tell a grown person, "Hey, you need to get in the shower"?
I know we talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
But again, someone.
Well, some people may, it's one of those actresses, or she's a singer out in Hollywood. She take one bath or shower once a week. I think I know what that is. Okay, so I'm sorry. So Mr. Washington said, I'm talking about being protective, like not giving access to your phone. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now, that's something. Yeah, now, if you don't have access to your spouse's phone or something happened, emergency, and they're not allowing you to look through it, yeah, they hide something. Most definitely. At 100 and 1,000% on everything I love, they hide something. There's no if, answer, but you can't pick up their phone and type a code in and they say, hey, go to my phone and such and such. That's a problem. And you know my code and I know your code.
Yeah, it's a problem.
What was that? You left your phone in Wendy's? No, that was a credit card.
Yes, credit card.
Yeah.
But again, in relationships, you have to know there is no boundaries when it comes down to love. If your spouse get ran over and got one leg, you're going to leave them? You know what? Speaking of unconditional love, I seen this on Steve Harvey, not Steve Harvey show. This man was married to a lady that was married for like almost 60 years. And all of a sudden, his wife became ill and she had dementia.
Oh, yeah. I saw
So he moved his girlfriend in the home with his wife.
Well, that's good. He moved in. What
the hell?
He moved in to help her, baby.
No, she didn't move in to help her. He wanted to. He felt guilty of leaving his wife, so he stayed beside her, and he added no.
He got a good heart.
No, that's not how it goes. If you're not happy with your wife or your spouse because they have some kind of sickness and you don't have enough, don't move the other person in the house.
His current wife was sick, right? They got
so what? She's not. No, they didn't get a divorce.
Oh,
they were still currently married, and he let her move in. I mean, he let the new girlfriend move in with him and his current wife.
Oh, well,
she has dementia. She doesn't know exactly what's going on.
She don't know what's going on.
But that's not the point.
The point is he
better hope he don't need nobody because it's going to come back on him.
He got a big heart. I like that. He's unconditional love. That's what unconditional love is.
So James St. Patrick said, back to the phone and the codes. He said, I've had that and I have mixed feelings about that. Okay, James St. Patrick, tell us about your experience and the phone codes. What have you experienced with those phone codes? But it took care of her. Okay, so your spouse or your significant other went through the same thing, and in return, she found out that you had some codes on your phone. Were you not allowing her to go through your phone? Were you hiding something?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, James.
Wait for him to reply back. Again, our listeners, this is through our social media page. So we're going live as we speak. So not only you'll be able to watch, you'll be able to listen as well.
Yeah, that's good. Listen, James. Tell us, especially ladies.
So, go ahead and read that, love.
I can't see.
Ladies like to start stuff, asking too many questions. Well, what are you doing for them to ask any questions? Ladies we have an intuition off rip naturally. So if you're hiding something, we're going to feel it, and then we're going to question it. It may not always be right. Maybe something that's going to come up later on. Jessica Marie says, whatever happens through sickness and health till death do us part. Exactly.
That's right. I like that. See, so he provided her aid to help his wife.
So Darnell Dell said, "Can your husband sing a song on your live show? Please do it, Mr. Morgan."
What's up, Darnell? Darnell, no, I got that Luther Vandross. What's going on, sir?
We're gonna have him sing a song, Mr. Doe, right after we finish. You're gonna have him sing a little ballad.
Darnell, what's going on, sir? I ain't heard from you in a while.
But I do believe sickness through health, of course that. But the man, back to the young man, the elderly man who has a wife that's sick and has dementia, and he moved his...
I think she was a nurse's aide.
She was not a nurse's aide. She was not a nurse's aide.
But he did the right thing by moving her in there.
That's not doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay, what if I did that to you? What if you got dementia and I move a whole man in the house and sometimes your mom come back and you say, who's that man sitting in my chair over there? Okay, now I'm doing the right thing? Because
is he taking care of me?
Steve Harvey was like, he has to live his life as well. Why can't he live his life as well? Do he have to be miserable? No. So should I be miserable because you sick? Is that what you're telling me?
Listen.
No, I'm asking you. Should I be miserable because you're sick? Should I move a whole man in the house while you sick?
Well, yeah, you should. If he's helping you with me. Yeah, moving in. He tying my shoes, got my whole
in the house.
He suited me up. He got me looking fly. Yeah, okay, moving in.
And he taking you to the baseball game.
Yeah, he cut my hair.
You got the hook up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move a whole man in the house when he gets sick so he can help me take care of you. Okay.
No, listen, but if you think about it, he didn't break his vows through sickness and through health, just like the young lady said.
So, okay, yes, I understand that. So you get sick. I'm going to get a whole man, bring him in the house, and I'm still with you.
You ain't ready to live long.
I'm still with you, but I got a whole man in the house because I don't want to be miserable. So make me happy and making you happy at the same time.
Yeah,
but sometimes your mind come back
he
and you're like,
cutting the grass, he washing the car.
Who's that whole man over there? That's a whole man in the corner. Who is he? He look familiar, but he ain't.
Bring a midget in here.
You're wrong. You scared of midgets.
Well, yeah, but anyway. But I just think that man is doing an awesome. I mean, he's.
Hey, Leisha, how you doing, girl?
He's sticking up to his marriage vows. He didn't leave her. He stuck there by her side, Hydie.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, for those who just coming in, the topic today is unconditional love.
Unconditional.
And we're talking about being with someone through sickness and through health, the ups and downs and stuff like that.
That's true.
Mr. James says, Mr. St. Patrick says, if you bring a whole man in my house and I'm going to make a call to my brother to come over and take him out.
Yeah, I understand.
Lakeith Wilson says, what if you get sick and can move a whole woman's? And vice versa. This is what we're talking about right now, Mr. Wilson, about how if someone gets sick and they move into your home and you don't want to be miserable, you sweat and you need some tissue, love?
No, I don't need no tissue. I done got a little, my skin boiling over here.
But you
got me upset.
You said it would be okay for a man to do it, but now when I mention, see, ladies, when the shoes on the
I wasn't
foot,
attached to that
a man ain't ready for that.
I wasn't attached to that relationship.
A man ain't ready
you got
for
me
you
over
to
here,
put
my
it.
blood
Y'all see
boiling.
how he popping sweat over here?
Yeah.
They're not ready to put the shoe.
We about to go out there and get the organ.
So I told him, what if the shoe's on the other foot? Okay, he said it's okay for that man to bring a whole nother woman in the house.
I didn't say that.
Well,
I said for them, not for me.
I'm just going to sum it on up.
You better not even think about it. You know my mind reader.
No, I'm not. But I'm just telling you that
you got me over here sweating, Hydie. My blood over here boiling, girl.
But the main thing is being with people through sickness and health. So there's no next question, Alicia Cooper. We had two questions.
Who you rushing, Alicia?
So she said he better pay the bills. So the topic is unconditional love. And we're talking about being with people through sickness and health in different situations where you're with someone and they start to fall off. Just say the woman gets sick, like the young lady did on Steve Harvey show that was on there. How she got sick and her husband moved a whole nother woman in the house
to assist him.
She wasn't an assistant. She was there because that was his girlfriend and she wanted to be happy. He wanted to be happy. So Steve Harvey was saying, why should he be miserable? There's nothing wrong with it. At least he moved a whole woman in the house.
Well, baby, it's just a woman. Any woman is a whole woman.
Well, the whole point is this. This lady is his girlfriend.
Well, on them, I think he did a great job.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, but I ain't telling you, if I get sick, you gonna move.
So, but you approve of that situation?
Of theirs. I ain't talking about mine.
So why would that be good?
Because it's good for him. He can go to the grocery store, or she can go to the grocery store and buy the groceries. The lady is getting fed while she's sick and got dementia. So she's doing a good service for both of them. She's taking care of him, and she's taking care of his
She's sure not taking care of him.
Yeah, because listen.
So you agree with that?
For them.
Okay,
not for us. If I get sick, no.
What you just said earlier.
You move me out of here. Put me in an old folks home. I don't want to wake up and see this person over there in the corner, and I have to pull all these guns out. So,
okay.
Tony, you got my blood boiling over here. But anyway,
the bottom line is this: Unconditional love. You don't want to be one-sided. So be with the person through thickness, through sickness, and through good health.
That's true.
It shouldn't be limit to love. It shouldn't be where if they lose an eye on a job or something like that, and they come up and say, "Oh, I can't be with you. You can't lift up the damn groceries." You know, stuff like that.
There's a lot of women like that. They'll leave their husband in a heartbeat.
And vice versa. Well, I wouldn't say men will leave, because men are mostly dependable on women because of the fact y'all come from women. Yeah.
Okay, love. I got you.
But again, the topic is unconditional love, and we'd like to hear what you guys have to say about it.
Well, we heard a lot of them say something, so.
Hey, Tanya, love you too, girl.
What's going on, Tanya?
I just don't agree with these people that be selfish in a relationship and they want to leave their spouse or their significant other because they help them through a process in life. They help them get through school so that they're able to fulfill their dream.
Right.
Okay, and then in return,
the guy or the woman leave.
They leave because
and they was building something. So they was building something together.
I'm assuming they had some kind of agreement. Hey, I'm gonna do this like we have. Yeah. We have agreement. So this is agreement. You get this, we get that. We come together. Boom. We happy. We got this thing going on. So when you deviate from the original plan.
Yeah. So she got into her new workspace and saw somebody.
She started smelling herself a little bit too much.
Well, no, she just she probably didn't love him, and it was a situation that she was in. She pretty much used that dude. My blood boiling again.
Well, unboil it.
Yeah, she used that guy. So, man, leave her. She gonna get hers in the end because she gonna meet another attorney or doctor or whatever she is.
But it's goes around comes around. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what's gonna happen to her because
karma will come back, and it come back much faster now.
She's using you. You know, she finished school, she got her new job, and now she's off trying to do her thing, and it's not good. That's not a good outcome. But just keep in mind that don't worry about it. Just pray on it.
Pray.
Yeah, and for guidance to see what you're going to do. What's going to be the next step?
True.
Because some people don't know what they're going to do in situations like this.
Yeah, and time heals all things.
Yes.
So just let her go, man. Damn, they was married too.
Yeah.
Did they have any children?
They didn't say. They didn't say about children. I just feel sorry for him because he obviously worked some overtime to help her finish school, and then she want to leave. You look real salty, young lady, whoever you are out there.
Well, yeah.
And also for the young man who wife been holding you down for 3 years while you didn't have no job, and all of a sudden now you think you too good to sleep in the bed with her because you got you a new position.
Wow, that's messed up.
I hope you're helping paying bills.
Well, yeah, I hope he is too. So next time they should. Hey, whoever this was, please
go in more description.
More details.
Yeah. So for future reference, for all our followers from social media that DM us questions, do us a big favor and kind of go in a little bit more detail so we can understand the whole scope of it. So we won't be giving you like a half answer, and we're giving you the whole entire thing.
Yeah, that's true.
We like to do that. But other than that, we enjoyed you guys as always.
Yes, we did.
And our followers on Facebook, thank y'all so much. I know some of you guys just now tuning in. We don't just, announce sometimes. We just go on.
Yeah.
And I know it's kind of spontaneous type situation we be doing, but we do it because our timing is not set up right now.
That's true. Listen, for all you fathers out there, please have a
happy Father's Day
tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, this is a whole Father's Day weekend. And
just enjoy. Fathers. No, Father's Day is only on Father's Day. This ain't no weekend.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like you told me.
Yeah, it's all
so
good.
It's only on the day of the day, and that is Sunday. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and even the fathers that aren't the biological parent. Happy Father's Day to you.
Right, and those mothers that try to be fathers. Don't you? If somebody send you a text saying, since you the lady of the house and you single, please you tell them. Don't be saying no Happy Father's Day to me. I am a lady. All right.
That's right.
Again, thank you guys for tuning in. And hopefully we'll see you guys very, very soon.
Very soon.
On a bigger screen.
Yeah.
So, thanks again.
And much love to you all. Bye.